Stimulating economic recovery is not a short-term problem. It is a long-term problem for the state of Minnesota, and what we've proposed is long-term sustainable solutions and encouragement and growth. The repeal of the state general levy would occur over many years. It will create a structural deficit, but it also will encourage growth in the economy by allowing these businesses across the state of Minnesota to reinvest those dollars, which is what we need to occur here. You said pay as you go. Commissioner, I'm so glad you said that, because this bill encourages you and your counterparts in the administration to help us identify the reductions we need to pay as you go. And so you have a seat at the table, Commissioner. You're here this morning. I'm so glad you are. And when Commissioner Franz comes back to work with us, I hope you'll be there too. Because I think that there's no one better in the whole state of Minnesota to help us find the reductions we need to prioritize this bill than you. There's nobody better. And so I encourage you to look at this bill, go back to your budgets, which are $35.2 billion for this biennium, and help us find about 1/4% to help stimulate economic growth on behalf of the residents of the state of Minnesota. So this is your open invitation. I don't have any gold engraved ones, but this is your invitation in this bill to come to the table and help us find some solutions that will generate economic activity.
Madam Chair, I appreciate the comments back, and I just want to underscore that we have been trying to help the legislature throughout this legislative session find ideas, both ideas that are generated by the legislature and implement them within the executive branch. To wit, we've already processed more than 600 fiscal notes, ideas that the legislature has come up with, a record number in an off session, to come up with ways to change the budget one way or another. Yet that is not what is being contemplated here. It is a new exercise to find new savings yet unidentified. We plowed this ground extensively last session. We discussed the impact of unspecified savings, of administrative authority to change things. We came to a reconciliation of that there might be some savings that we still have not realized. We are trying to. But to suggest that there is another $99 million that's there without any understanding of what you're talking about or where we're supposed to be doing that, I think is why you have a backstop, why there's a backstop of using the budget reserve for ensuring that that money shows up.
And Commissioner, frankly, you haven't done enough. It's a $35.2 billion budget. To find 1/4% is not asking too much on behalf of the residents of the state of Minnesota. So I encourage you to go back to the table, roll up your sleeves, get out your pencils, you and the other commissioners and the other managers, there are many of them, and find some savings. Because I think it's there. I think every Minnesotan knows it's there, and that we can do more to reduce the size of government to encourage the prosperity of individuals and businesses in the state of Minnesota.